Elizabeth Báthory. The Blood Countess, they say the devil lives in castles. But in the 1600s, he wore a dress, and her name was Elizabeth Báthory. In the cold heart of the Hungarian wilderness, deep within the shadowed corridors of Countess Castle, screams echoed, but no one dared ask where they came from. Elizabeth wasn't just any countess. She was born into power, cousin to the King of Poland, niece to the Prince of Transylvania, and a brilliant, educated woman in a time when women weren't expected to think. But something darker than ambition stirred inside her. It started with whispers, girls from nearby villages gone, servants vanished, then bodies were found, pale, drained, with bites on their skin, and signs of torture so cruel it made even war-hardened men weep. One maid was sewn into a horse carcass and left to rot. Another? Frozen to death after being drenched in cold water and tossed into snow. Girls had needles shoved under their fingernails, lips sewn shut, skin flayed alive. But why? They say Elizabeth struck a servant girl across the face so hard, the girl's blood splattered on her hand. Later, looking in the mirror, the Countess swore her skin looked younger, smoother. She believed blood could keep her beautiful forever. And so, the slaughter began. Dozens of peasant girls were lured with the promise of work. They were brought to the castle and never left. The walls ran red. Her loyal servants helped. Some said they carved symbols into the girl's skin, used iron pokers, burned them with candles, even chewed their flesh while they screamed. There's even a dark chamber, still hidden to this day, where she allegedly bathed in the blood of virgins to slow the curse of time. But Elizabeth didn't stop there. When peasants ran out, she turned to noble girls. That was her mistake. That got the king's attention. On a bitter December night in 1610, soldiers stormed her castle. What they found shocked the kingdom. One girl was still alive, bleeding from open wounds, begging in silence. Others already dead. The diaries they uncovered, full of numbers, over 650 names. Her servants were tortured, executed. But Elizabeth? She was never put on trial. The nobility wouldn't dare. Instead, she was walled alive inside her own castle tower, just one slip for food. For 4 years, she lived alone in the dark. In 1614, a guard peeked through the slit. No sound, no movement, just a cold body. The Blood Countess was dead, but some say her ghost still walks the ruins of Countess. And if you listen, you'll hear the whispers of the girls who never made it out. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the deadliest of them all?